Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back here to Saturday morning. Want to apologize. Welcome to the ball game. I'm going to kind of start all over again here. There we go. We had a little bit of an audio problem, and I apologize for that. One little button not pushed all the way in or there, so we are on the air. And just like that, want to tell you, welcome to the game today. This is Borah and Mountain View. And Mountain View went right down the field, took the ball, had a nice return, took it all the way down the field, and it was Wall to Sotomayor for a touchdown pass from about 30 yards out, and that gave him the lead. 7-0. So we'll start this thing all over again. As the audio now is working. Borah has the football, and we got a flag. And we'll check the flag. Want to do this again, folks, as we always do, tell you about this. This is an IdahoSports.com game streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valley-Wide Cooperative. And we got some other local sponsors today. College Western Idaho, Ultimate Heating and Air, Big Judd's, Donut Jecka with Pacific Residential Mortgage, and Metro Appraisals. And want to welcome a new sponsor to our 5ASIC advertising family, and that'll be D11's Bank. So back to pass, McCarney quickly out in the corner, nothing there. Brady Toth is going to lose some more yardage, so they lost the 5 on the penalty. Now they're going to be backing it all the way back into the 14-yard line, where it's going to be second down and about 16 to go. So we are underway. I'm glad you joined us on a Saturday morning. My apologies. We got off to a good start. Did not notice that we didn't have the audio running here for a couple minutes. And when I did some troubleshooting and figured out that it was just a very small little thing not pushed in all the way. So we are ready to go. 7-0 Mountain View. We'll get past that. And I'll tell you what happened last night in a few minutes when I get a chance, because we actually did the scoreboard and talked about everything. Handoff up the middle, and absolutely nothing. Mountain View just crushing the runner on that one. There's absolutely nowhere to go. Parker Rushton, and it's third down, and now it's 20. So they keep losing yardage. The Borah Lions, 0-2 on the year. They lost to Timberline 49-28, and they lost to BK 45-19. Now a little pitch out, fumble, and it goes out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. So nothing going right for the Borah Lions. A little pitch out to Rushton there, and he could never find the handle. The pitch actually was behind him. And fortunately for Borah, it went out of bounds. That's going to allow him to kick it away, but they're going to have to kick it away. And I think their punter is going to be in his own end zone. And indeed he is. So Crispin Simbaraji will kick it away, but he's standing 8 feet deep in his own end zone. And we have timeout. Well, apparently we got timeout. So timeout call, I believe, by Mountain View. Yeah, Mountain View called timeout, kind of an unusual early timeout. That'll give me a chance to go over some of the scores for you. In 5A last night, Rocky Mountain beat Eagle 48-28. Capital over Centennial 41-11. It was Kuna beating Hawaii 35-31. Meridian over Timberline 52-7. And then, of course, on Thursday night, a game I did right here at Donald Larson Park, Skyview beat Boise 31-24. 4A competition last night. Emmett 21, BK nothing. Napa beat Ridgeview 35-7. Valley View over Columbia 42-20. And Middleton topped Caldwell 70-16. So here we go. Simbaraji about 6 yards deep in his own end zone with 8:35 to go here in the first period on a Saturday morning. Low snap. Simbaraji has to get it away quick. It's high, but it's very short. Going to hit at about the 33-yard line and go right out of bounds right there. And so the Mountain View Mavericks will have great field position at the Borah 33, already up 7-0 in this ball game. Now Mountain View is 2-0. They beat Meridian 14-13 and Rocky Mountain 26-20. Last year, Mountain View started 0-3. So what a difference a year makes. And Dawson Wall at quarterback. New running back in there. Evans started this game. He's not in there right now. Play action fake. Over the middle they go. Pass intended there for number 44. That would be Fisher Clements. But Clements, he's 6'5", and he was wide open. He's a big tight end, but Wall just overthrew him. So they had their man. They had everything they wanted. But Wall was just throwing a little bit too far. In there at running back there is Dallas Slocum, replacing Quintez Evans, who got the start. But they kind of alternate anyway against Meridian. The last time I saw Mountain View, the two of them both each had a touchdown. This time goes out to Slocum on a fly pattern, goes left side, 30-yard line, breaks away a tackle, 25, down to the 21-yard line. So just getting out on the flat was Dallas Slocum. Wall hit him for a first down, and it's all the way down to the Borah 21-yard line, just like that. So Borah Lions right now, that defense has been struggling. And handoff up the middle, Slocum inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Slocum now coming out of the ball game. Nope, he lost some of his equipment. I think he must have something, a towel or something, and he just kind of threw it over on the sidelines. Officials timeout. And a little bit more of working on Dallas Slocum. So he lost some of his equipment on that tackle, threw it out to the sideline, and then he had to work on his shoulder pads, getting him back in his jersey. Wall over the middle, throws, wow, incomplete. He had a wide open receiver in the end zone, and that was Mackay Patwell. And Patwell was so wide open, Wall was so excited, he just really chucked that ball and threw it way over his head. So Wall has missed a couple of wide open receivers here today. And that's the good news for Borah. The bad news is that these receivers have been wide open. 7:41 to go, first period. Donald Larson Park, not a bad crowd for a Saturday morning, 11 o'clock kickoff. And we got everybody jumping offside. Let's see if it was procedure or just flat offside. And it looks like it's going to be offside against Borah. That's their second offside penalty this morning. And that'll move it 5 yards closer, make it third down and short, third down and about a yard. And it's at the 12-yard line. So once again, a 7-0 lead for Mountain View early on. Wall to Sotomayor for the touchdown. The handoff. This is Slocum trying to go right side. He's got the edge, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas Slocum. And it's 13-0. So Dallas Slocum with a 12-yard touchdown run. And it's 13-0. Well, wait a minute, hold on. They got a flag down right at the 5-yard line, and it's going to be against Mountain View. So just before Slocum was able to get into the end zone, they had a hold call, and that'll bring it back to the 16-yard line. Make it third down and 6. Play action fake. Throw out to the side and nothing there. It's caught by Matt Miller. But The Borah defense was right there, so you take away the touchdown, and now you got 4th down and 6. This may be the break the Borah needs to kind of get mentally back into this ball game, because Mountain View came out there real quick. A touchdown pass from Dawson Wall to Sotomayor made it 7-0. And that's where we are at 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Wall back to pass, looking down the end zone. Deep, incomplete, overthrown again. Good coverage, though, that time by the Borah Lions. Ball was intended for Fisher Clements. Couldn't get him. He was in the end zone. It was one-on-one coverage by Borah. And the Lions get out of there. So take away the touchdown run because of the hold. And Borah will get the ball back. Deep in their own territory, but they've got the ball now at the 17-yard line. Actually, they put it down right at the 16. So at their own 16, the Borah Lions trailing 7-0 in this ball game. At quarterback, they got Corbin McCarney. He's a 6'3 junior. McCarney from the shotgun. Hands it off, right side. Not a whole lot there. Ball carrier this time was Javon Nelson. Maybe about a half a yard is all. Luke Darrow coming in the ball game. Gavin Brown coming out. McCarney at quarterback in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the wide side. He's got Nelson there. They throw it out. A bubble screen on the right side. Almost broke the last tackle there. Brady Toth, if he had done that, he would have been gone. But basically an ankle tackle by the Mountain View Mavericks saves a touchdown. There was a gain of about 7 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Well, I tell you what, Toth was really, seriously, just an ankle tackle away from breaking it all the way. Big 3rd down play for Borah. They do not want to give this ball right back to Mountain View. Back to pass. The throw. Got a man. That's Toth. Toth's got it at the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Brady Toth. How about that? You take away a Mountain View touchdown, and then you get a big touchdown pass like that. Wow. That was a 76-yard TD from McCurdy to Toth. And it's 7-6. Just like that. Wow. So Mountain View leads it 7-6. And the extra point attempt coming up. And the sun breaking through here. It's been cloudy all day long, but the sun now breaking through. Kind of nice to see. Eli Kubina. Kubina, the kick is up. And it is good. And we are tied here, 7-7. With 5:27 to go here in the first period at Donald Larson Park, Mountain View and Boise. So you take away that holding penalty, or the penalty took away the touchdown by Slocum, and then it led to a 76-yard TD pass from Corbin McCarney to Brady Toth. And it's tied at 7-7. You know, Bob's Bicycles on Fairview and Boise is family owned. They have been since 1979, and their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX cruisers, and comfort bikes is second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on the showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, accessories, and clothing to fit your needs, and they have in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. Stop in, say hi to Vern at Bob's Bicycles, serving Idaho for more than 40 years and proud to support Idaho student athletes. All right, with the sun a-shining right now, We got Dallas Slocum back deep now to receive it, along with Quintez Evans. So the two running backs are deep, and there was a penalty after the touchdown, so the kickoff coming from the 45, and this is going to go into the end zone as expected. So they'll take it out at the 20-yard line. Mountain View will have it again. Wayne DeZue back with you on a Saturday morning. Good to have you with us. You know, it's really funny. You get here on a Saturday morning, you think everything's cool, you check everything, you move the computer about 3 inches to the left, and by doing so, what I had done is just one small little thing that's plugged into another thing just came out just a little bit, and I didn't notice the audio wasn't going. So I'm glad I found it. Glad I noticed it. And here's the other thing I got to do. Let me do this. There you go. Now we're tied 7-7. I'm having fun. Saturday mornings are interesting, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Dawson Wall at quarterback. Mountain View at their own 20-yard line. Wall back, slings it out into the flat. And right there, the Borah Lions make the stop. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball caught out there by Sotomayor. Actually got more than that. He got 5 yards, so they give it out to the 25-yard line. So quick little this pass. Evans with the ball carry up the middle. Evans breaks it a little bit. He's up there for about 8 yards. That'd be good for a first down all the way out to the 35-yard line. So Quintez Evans, and they mark it across the 35 at the 36. First down, Mountain View. So Quintez Evans is the running back. Sotomayor, wide to the left. Wall, the running back, sends Sotomayor in motion, flips it to him. It's a fly sweep. Sotomayor down the sidelines. And actually, that's not Sotomayor. He came out of nowhere. That's Grayson Flatten. So Grayson Flatten, number 15, not 11, coming out there. Big gain all the way into Borah territory, all the way down to the 44-yard line. So Flatten, Sotomayor was the outside man. Flatten was the in man. Back to pass again, looking out of the flat. Flatten's got it at the 30. He's at the 25 and spun down at the 22-yard line. Another first down, gain of 20 yards for Grayson Flatten, a 5'9" sophomore. Sotomayor this time comes to the near side. Couple of running backs now back there. They hand it off to Flatten. Flatten up the middle. And Flatten inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. 7-7 ball game. But right now, Mountain View on the move. Mavericks 2-0 on the year with their wins over Meridian and Rocky Mountain. And tied here with Borah. It looked for a moment like they had a 14-0 lead, but that touchdown was called back and really changed the momentum here. Wall back to pass. Throws it underneath the coverage. Was it a catch? It was. It was a juggling catch on the sidelines. A nice job there. That was number 80 that made the catch that time, Mason Ashby, and he juggled it a couple of times, but got enough of it and held onto it, stayed in bounds, gets a first down, all the way down to the 12-yard line of Borah. Wall again in that shotgun formation. Says a man in motion, flips it off to him, left side sweep, out of bounds inside the 5, stayed in bounds and got in for the touchdown. That is Mackay Patwell. Patwell, it was a fly sweep. They just gave it to him as he came from right to left, and he cut down. Looks like he was stopped at the 5, and maybe he stepped out of bounds. He did. So the official did say touchdown, and now they're going to say he stepped out at the 5. That's why I would say he spun inside again. And the official gave the touchdown motion, but another guy said, no, he stepped out right here at the 5. So no touchdown, but it's 2nd down and 3 at the 5. Got to get to the 2-yard line. Wall, back to pass. Has all the time in the world, now runs it. He's at the 5, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Dawson Wall. He was looking to the right side, and he couldn't find his intended receiver, Patwell. and decided to run it up the middle and got the touchdown. So the 5-yard touchdown run by Wall, and that makes it 13-7 with the extra point coming up. So Mason LeBron coming up. The kick is up. It's good. And it's a 14-7 ball game in favor of Mountain View with 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the first period of play. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Donald Larson Park. The sun really shining now as Mountain View getting ready to kick it off. Takes a great big hop over everybody. You know, that's kind of funny. That took a huge hop right over the head of Ambiola. Alameen Ambiola was kind of sitting there waiting for it to just kind of scoop it up on one hop, and it went about 20 feet over his head as it hit that turf. And so the Borah Lions will have it at their own 20-yard line. Wayne Dezhou back with you on a Saturday morning here on IdahoSports.com. Borah Lions, I'm all flustered because that audio thing, so I'll get over myself. But we are ready to go now. Borah down 14-7 here. But the last time they got a big pass to Doth, that 76-yard touchdown to Brady Doth. McCurdy at quarterback. Handoff up the middle, and again, not a lot there for Javon Nelson. Really not much at all for Javon. And let's see what they're going to give him. Actually, he loses a couple. So they pushed him back. That Mountain View defense playing tough. Borah's going to have two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. McCurdy back to pass in the shotgun. They look over to the sideline and kind of get the play. Nelson over to the right side. They hand it off to him. Nope. It was a play-action fake. Good play-action fake, and McCurdy kept it up the middle as a quarterback keeper, but there was nothing there. Nelson carried out that fake real well. He just kept his arms down around his belly like he had the ball, but nobody bit on it. They get the lost yardage back, so it's 3rd down and 10. Three receivers to the near side. So trips to the near side, a 3rd down and 10 from the 20. McCurdy back to pass. Here comes the pressure up the middle. Gets it out to Toth. Toth trying to find some running room in the middle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So Toth caught that. It was just a little bubble screen out to the left, and maybe he should have stayed and gone towards the sideline. Instead, he headed back towards the middle of the field, and there were nothing but white jerseys there, and they brought him down. So it's going to be 4th down and 10. Quintez Evans will go deep to receive this punt. And the punter, Simbaraji, gets out there. He's standing on his 10-yard line with 1:30 to go here in the first period. Borah down 14-7. Short kick. Going to hit at the 37 and bounce backwards, and Borah stops it at the 35-yard line. And we've got a flag as well. So we got a short kick. Right now it looks like Mountain View would have it at the Borah 35, but let's see what the flag is about. Boy, Borah needs a break here, I would say. personal foul against Mountain View, so they're going to get a little bit of a break to get some field position. That should back it up to near midfield. So all of a sudden the fog has lifted. You can see Bogus Basin here. Blue sky above after some rain yesterday. And a big break for Borah on the personal foul against Mountain View, because Mountain View has just operated in Borah territory all morning. And now it's back at midfield, so they're right there. Again, I mean, midfield's normally great field position, but you know what I'm saying. They've been at the 35, the 38. Play action fake, looking down the field, looking long, incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver, Deontay Cobb. Incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. So really, Mountain View going for it all. I guess they really feel like they can beat Borah with the pass. And they are airing it out right now here in this first period with 1:10 to go. Cobb comes to the near side. Hand off to Evans. Evans tries the middle, then cuts to the left, and not a lot there. Good job by Borah. And it's going to be third down and long, third down and 8. Borah again in their yellow pants, green jerseys, yellow numerals, yellow helmets, and Mountain View all decked out in their white uniforms with silver helmets, if you will, and blue numerals. Wall back to pass. Lets it fly. The throw on the sidelines, incomplete. So it's going to bring up fourth down and long. Traven Hardy was the intended receiver that time, but nothing doing. He was down the sidelines, had to go up deep for it. Pretty good coverage by Javon Nelson, who's a running back and a DB. And it's fourth down and 8. Wall in formation as if he's going to keep it. Now he backs up. And Wall will kick it. He's their punter as well. Fielded at the 12-yard line by the Borah Lions, and just nothing there. Making the stop was Matt Miller after the catch there by Ethan Williams. So Williams caught it at about the 12. And, you know, he probably should have fair caught it because Miller was right there. But he didn't, and it didn't really make a difference because he didn't get anything further. So good coverage there by the Mountain View Mavericks. And once again, Borah, with 31 seconds to go here in the first period, is starting deep in their own territory on the 10-yard line. They have not had any field position. They got their one touchdown, which was a 76-yard TD pass to Doth. But other than that, they've not had great field position. So McCurdy all alone in the backfield. Got three wide receivers to the far side. McCurdy rolls that way and gets sacked in the end zone for a safety. Oh, my goodness gracious. Did he not see Beck coming? Jackson Beck just came and beat his man on the line. And as McCurdy rolled to the right, he was dropped down and throw a couple of more points on the scoreboard. It's now 16-7. Holy cow. That's just one of those things where McCurdy didn't have a chance. He started to roll to his right where he had the trips. And Beck just broke through that line and brought him down for the safety. And again, we talk about that poor field position for the Borah Lions. They've just not had anything going for them at all. So now Borah will have to kick it back to Mountain View. It doesn't get any better after a safety. Safety is one of the toughest plays in football because not only do you give up the 2 points, but then you have to give it right back to the team that has all the momentum after a safety. And so they'll kick it from the 20-yard line. So once again, guess who's going to get good field position? Mountain View. You know, Mountain View heavily favored in this game. And you never know how the kids are going to handle an early morning ball game. I mean, not that 11 o'clock is early because they're probably going to school at 6 o'clock, but Saturday's the day you kind of hang out, sleep in, take it easy. But here they are. So here we go. The kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 30, and it's going to be picked up by Slocum. Slocum picks it up at the 32, has an opening. He's at the 35, 50, and then out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Wow. Slocum let it bounce, then decided, you know what, I probably ought to pick this up. So he did at the 32-yard line and got it all the way out to midfield. And once again, and they're going to say he's out right at the 45-yard line. They haven't marked the ball yet. Officials talking about something. So now I see a flag. Okay, it was right in front of the Borah bench. And he got a yellow flag in front of a bunch of guys standing in yellow pants. And it's going to be against Mountain View. So that's going to help out. Because otherwise, Mountain View is going to have that great field position again in Borah territory. They're going to back it up now. So the foul happened at the 42-yard line. A little bit away from the play, too. It was not right at the contact zone. So that'll bring it all the way back to the 43-yard line of Mountain View, which hasn't been a problem so far today. Mountain View's been able to move this football up and down the field pretty much at will. And, in fact, Dawson Wall has missed a couple of wide-open receivers. And so Flatten in motion. They hand it to him. He's around the left side on the fly sweep. Gets about 5, maybe 6. Nice little run by Grayson Flatten. As they say, he's a sophomore, just 5'9", not a big kid. But he's got some speed, and they use him on the outside and bring him around on the wide receiver fly. And that's going to do it for the first period of play. So one period of play is in the books. And so far, it's pretty much been all Mountain View. They've had field position. They've had everything they wanted. And they lead it by a score of 16-7 here at Donald Larson Park. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back here at Donald Larson Park, Wayne Dezoo back with you on a Saturday morning. You know, featured on Man vs. Food and 101 Tastiest Places to Chow Down is Big Judd's. It's one of the most fun, unique dining experiences in Idaho. They hand-make burger patties every day and only use fresh local produce. And, of course, they always use Idaho potatoes for their famous fresh-cut fries. So if you're up for a challenge, try the Big Judd special world-famous 1-pound burger with all the fixings, along with a basket of large fries, finish in less than 30 minutes, and get your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop in, say hello. 3030 East Overland Road, right by the Majestic Theater in Meridian. Don't forget to check them out at BigJuds.com. Dawson Wall, back to pass, throws incomplete. It's short. Intended out there for number 14, Matt Miller. Again, games from last night. Rocky Mountain over Eagle, 48-28. Capital beat Centennial, 41-11. Kuna topped Hawaii, 35-31. Meridian beat Timberline, 52-7. Wall, third down and 5. Pitches it out to Quintez Evans. Evans, right side over tackle. He has just enough of the first down, but he may have fumbled it. Borah says he does, but we've had no official signal. It could have been contact with the turf, and it looks like that's what it was. So Quintez Evans gets the first down by about a yard, down to the 47-yard line of Borah. The ball did come loose, but it was contact with the turf, nothing else. Wall, quick out pass, down the sidelines, good for about 9 yards. That's Flatten again. Wow. He's a big, Grayson Flatten has been a big part of this game early on. And going to be 9-yard gain, second down and 1 Ball inside the 40 now at the 38-yard line. Wall. He's going to keep it. Trying to weave his way up the middle. He's going to get maybe to the 35. That's enough for a first down. Pickup of 3. Dawson Wall just kind of working his way there. He had a lot of traffic. But again, they move the chains, and it's a first down. High snap. Wall gets it off to Quintez Evans. Good job by Wall. Wall had to go way up to get that snap, and by the time he got it, Evans was almost by him, so he had to kind of reach forward to give the handoff to Evans, and Evans goes right up the middle for a couple of more. 4 yards, second down and 6, all the way to the 31-yard line. 16-7 our score. Mountain View driving again. Borah trying to get something going here. Wall, play action fake. Going deep. He's got 2 receivers down there. Flatten catches it at the 8. He's down to the 5. Let's see where they put him out of bounds. They're going to say he went out of bounds right at the 6-yard line. That's a first and goal to go. Boy, I tell you, we talked about Grayson Flatten today, and what a job he's doing. And he has been everywhere. No huddle offense. Matter of fact, quick. They hand it off to Evans up the middle. Evans weaves his way into the 5, down to the 3. Officials timeout. We had a Borah player lost his shoe. His shoe is yellow. And for a minute I thought there was a flag down, but he picked it up, got it back on. Officials wisely said timeout to give the young man a chance to get the shoe back on. Second down and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. Wall this time up under center. You don't see that very often. Hands it off to Quintez Evans. Evans walks into the end zone. Just a tremendous surge from that offensive front for the Mountain View Mavericks. What a job they did. And just like that, tack 6 more points onto the scoreboard. 22-7 is our score. Extra point attempt coming up. McKenna's kick is up and good. So it's 23-7 right now, with 9:44 to go here in the first half at Donald Larson Park, as the Mountain View Mavericks getting the job done here early. We'll be back in just a moment after this.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Saturday morning football action, 5A SIC right here on IdahoSports.com. Wayne Duzu back with you. Mountain View trying to go 3-0 after an 0-3 start last year, and they're looking pretty good at it right now, up 23-7 on the Borah Lions, who are 0-2. Here's the kickoff. It's going to go deep, and it was going to take it by Toth, but then he hands it off, and that didn't work out so well. Toth kind of handed it off that time to Trace Freeman, who came around, and Trace Freeman actually took the handoff in the end zone and was only able to get it out to about the 10-yard line. So I guess they had to play figured out that they were going to do that. Toth would catch it, and then they handed it off going the other way to Freeman, but it was one of those situations that really there was a no-win scenario there. And Borah, once again, I can't emphasize this enough, has just had horrible field position all day long. They've been starting from inside their 20-yard line. I think 20-yard line is their best start. Usually it's at the 10, 15 right there. McCurdy back to pass, throws it out on the flat. Caught by Brady Toth. He'll get about 3 yards out to the 15. Let's see, they actually give him a little bit forward progress to the 16. So a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Really tough for the Lions to really open up that playbook at all. Running back now back there is Parker Rushton. They pitch it to him. He goes left side. He's brought down immediately. He loses about 5 yards. They pitched it out to Rushton. And what's going on here is that the Mountain View front just getting in there so quick. There's nothing much you could do about it at all. That time, Garrett McKenna got in there and took Rushton down. So a loss of 5, 3rd down and 10. Ball's back where it started at about the 10-yard line. Pretty good Borah contingent here, but they are quiet right now because nothing is going right. McCurdy back to pass, getting rushed, throws it out in the flat. It's caught, a tackle missed, and it's going to be a 1st down. That's the first mistake, really, that was made. Matt Miller missed the tackle on the little flat pass out there to Luke Darrow, and Luke Darrow gets it all the way out across the 20 to the 22-yard line for a 1st down. And it was a one-on-one situation, and Miller missed the tackle. So Darrow gets the 1st down from the 22. McCurdy back to pass, chucks it out to the outside. Not a whole lot of room there to go, but Jacob Haley with the catch. And Jacob Haley gets 3, so let's make it 2nd down and 7. All right at the 25-yard line. 7:27 to go, first half. 23-7 is our score. McCurdy all by himself in the backfield. Checking it out. In trouble, and it's going to go down. He is going to be sacked back at about the 21. And again, what we're seeing here is that Mountain View defensive front really having its way with the offensive line of the Borah Lions. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 20-yard line. You know, a morning game like this is all about who comes out with the most pep. I really do believe. And obviously Mountain View a little peppier today. And we got movement all over the place. Defensive guy moved, but then that forced an offensive lineman for Borah to move, and I think it's going to back it up against Borah because the defensive guy can move, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be illegal procedure against the Lions. It'll back it up to the 16-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 15. Third down 15. McCurdy back to pass. Looks, throws it out in the flat for Toth. Toth can't bring it in. Toth was looking. He kind of felt some heat and didn't quite bring it in. Rare mistake by Brady Toth. He's really sure-handed. And I don't think he would have gotten the 1st down, but it was a good play because it was one-on-one on the outside. Wyland Elliott was the man on defense, and he was right there. He probably would have made the tackle, but if he hadn't, Toth again would have been down the sidelines. One of those things where you're getting the one-on-ones, Borah is, but it's not kind of coming out there. So 4th down and 15. And so once again, Borah in that punt situation as they'll kick it away. Simbaraji standing at his 5-yard line. Quintez Evans back at his 40. A little better kick, kind of flat. It's going to hit the 45 and takes a backwards bounce. Everything is going Mountain View's way. And Mountain View again will have it at the Borah 41-yard line, not 42. I'll give him a yard anyway. So once again, Mountain View with a 23-7 lead and 6:04 to go here in the first half. Will have great field position at the Borah 42-yard line. Talked about some of the 4A games last night. Emmett over BK. I was a little bit of a surprise. Emmett had been coming off a loss at Weiser and beat BK last night 21-0. That was the halftime score, by the way. It was a 0-0 tie in the second half. Wall back to pass, flips it underneath the coverage. Good for a 1st down. And that was quick and to the point. And a nice catch there by Sotomayor. 11-yard gain, 1st down. down to the 31-yard line. These quick passes really hurting Borah. Another quick pass on the sideline. Again, Sotomayor. Sotomayor out of bounds, but not before getting another Mountain View first down. Wow. So that'll move the ball down to the 21-yard line. So you gone from the 42 to the 31 to the 21 in successive plays. Again, back to pass. Wall looking in the end zone. Is it caught? It looks like it's complete to Sotomayor. And that's a touchdown. I had to wait for the call. But Sotomayor makes the catch. And it's 29 now to 7. Sotomayor catching that 21-yard pass. And the extra point attempt is up. And it is good as well. So all of a sudden, this thing getting away from the Borah Lions, 30-7. And we still got 5 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Back at down Larson Park, and a kickoff. Got to come to Brady Toth at about the 7-yard line. He'll cut to the left, across the 10, 15. Out close to the 25-yard line is Brady Toth. Nice return. And this will be one of the best field positions that the Borah Lions have had all game at the 25-yard line. But it's getting out of hand now, 30-7 in favor of Mountain View with 4:53 to go here in the first half. Borah Lions talking over there with J.Q. Kenyon. And now here comes the offense on the field. Not sure really what Borah can do, because that offensive line right now is not being able to handle that defensive front of Mountain View. McCurdy at quarterback. McCurdy lets it fly to Toth over the middle. He's got it. Toth breaks a tackle, gets it across the 35, out to the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 14. Just a quick slant pattern to Brady Toth over the middle, and it's a 14-yard gainer. And Borah's got a first down at the 39-yard line. And I believe, folks, except for the one pass that was 76 yards for the TD, as far as the possession goes, this is the furthest that Borah has gone. They've not crossed midfield on a series except for that touchdown pass. McCurdy, nice pass, throws incomplete. I tell you what, I thought that one could have been completed, but Jacob Haley didn't find the handle. I'm not sure Haley saw the ball coming to him. It was thrown well, and as Haley turned around, it was right there. So McCurdy threw it early. Haley turned around, and by the time he saw it, I think it was by him. So second down and 10, back at the 38-yard line. McCurdy rolls to his right, gets pressure, throws it low in front of the bench. It looks like it was caught. Yeah, it was. Nice catch there by Aiden Bolt. Bolt went down low to catch it, and it's making a third down and more makeable 5 as they've got it out near the 45-yard line. Let's put it at the 44 is where they put it. Couldn't see it. All those Borah players standing there was right in front of the Borah bench. Bolt went down low to get it. The official walking over and saying it was complete. McCurdy back to pass, throws it over the middle, tipped at the last second, incomplete. Nice defensive play there by Garrison. Braden Garrison tipped that ball away at the last second. Borah had a couple of receivers in the area. So now is Borah going to take a chance here and go for it on fourth down? Because I don't see Simaraji out there, the punter. Yep, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 5 from the 44-yard line. They got a man in motion. That's Bolt. And now it looks like they're going to play it safe. And the quarterback goes back, and it'll be McCurdy with a little pooch kick. But before they could do it, timeout was called by Borah. Sad, because that was a little pooch kick that had a lot of roll to it, and it was rolling in favor of Borah. But timeout by the Borah Lions with 3:41 to go here in the first half, down 30-7 here at Donald Larson Park. Glad to have you with you. If you just joined us, I'm going to go through the scores again. I gave them at the top of the hour, but like a knucklehead, I had one plug that was loose. Doesn't take much, but so you didn't hear them. So in 5A last night, Rocky Mountain beat Eagle 48-28. Capital over Centennial 41-11. Cuna topped Hawaii 35-31. Meridian beat Timberline 52-7. And last Thursday in a game I did here at Donald Larson Park, Skyview outlasted Boise 31-24. And in 4A yesterday, Emmett over BK 21-0. Nampa beat Ridgeview 35-7. Valley View topped Columbia 42-20. And Middleton beat Caldwell 70-16. So a 4th down, and now it looks like they're going to punt it away. So I think they thought better. Now, they were going to punt it away anyway, but it was a quick kick. And now I think Borah is deciding that, okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's not give it to them. So Borah looking like they're in punt formation, and they are. And nobody back from Mountain View, and the ball takes a great hop down to the 10-yard line. So for the first time today, the Mountain View Mavericks are going to have to earn a drive. They placed it actually at the 11-yard line, but Mountain View, I think the worst field position they had before was midfield. And they only had midfield a couple of times because of 2 penalties. You know, they would have had it at the 35, but the 15-yard penalty brought it back to midfield. So they have been playing really a 50-yard game so far today. Mountain View has. This time they're going to have to play an 89-yard field. So we'll see what happens. 3:30 to go here in the first half. All Mountain View 30-7 on IdahoSports.com. It's Treasure Valley game night. It's called a game morning. Brought to you by Mountain West Bank. Man in motion. They flip it to him. That's number 21. That's Patwell. Patwell down the right side. Patwell across the 15 out to the 20. And let's see where they mark him officially out of bounds. Very close to the first down. Actually, they say he stepped out after a 2-yard gain is all. He kept going, but they say he stepped out going down that sideline after only about a 2-yard gain. Childs the runner now. Not much of a gain, so this is going to be a 3rd down. This is going to be 3rd down and about 3 to go. Wall standing in the shotgun, and we got offside penalty going to be called against Borah, the 3rd today. Before anything happens, a flag drops offside, and that's going to give Mountain View an automatic first down. Takes it out near the 25-yard line, right at the 24. Interesting. So first down and 10 at the 24-yard line. Hand up the middle. And out to about across the 30-yard line to the 31-yard line. Ball carrier at that time was Ross. So Sia Ross. So Ross is in the ball game. Now 2nd down and 3. Wall quickly out into the flat. That ball was complete to Patwell, but shy of a first down. Only a yard gain, so it'll be 3rd down and 2.5. So not much of a gain at all. Ball at the 32. Need to get to the 34. On 3rd down and 2. Ball with Ross to his right. Mountain View using a lot of runners today. 3 different ones. Play action fake. Out to the flat. Good. Just another little quick pass out under the flat. And this one is complete again. And this one's to Patwell again. So that's what they went to the last time. This time they completed again, but this time for a little better yardage out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Mountain View at the Borah 37 at their own 37-yard line. Wall back to pass, does the same thing. Incomplete. This time it was intended for Sotomayor, and Sotomayor took a big hit and was dislodged from the ball, so incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Boy, they're going to that pass on the right side almost every play. It's almost like they're not running anymore. They're just going for that short pass. Wall in the shotgun. Hands it off to Ross up the middle. Ross breaks a couple of tackles, slides through the middle hole, gets another couple of yards, and gets a 1st down. So Ross has a 1st down out to near midfield, the 49-yard line. So I guess this is Ross's series. They've had Evans in there. They've had Slocum in there. Now Ross. Back to pass. Looking down the sidelines for Patwell. Patwell beat his man. Can't bring it in. Patwell had a step on the defender, Sampson, and couldn't quite bring it in. It was right there in the breadbasket, but he dropped it. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Right near midfield. On the Mountain View side of the field. 2nd and 10. Dawson Wall hands it off to Ross. Ross gets it across midfield down to the 48-yard line, but we're going to look at a 3rd down and 8. So another big play here for Borah if they want to get off the field, get the offense back out there with 1:10 to go here in the first half, down 30-7. Third down and 8. Ball at the Borah 49-yard line. Ross still at running back. Wall back there. You got to believe it passing down. Wall back to pass. Looking for Ross. Left side doesn't get it. Tucks it. Going to take off and run. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So Dawson Wall gets nowhere. The Borah Lions do a good job. And this will bring up 4th down and 8. You would assume that Mountain View would punt it away. Officials call a timeout here. Not sure why. And maybe it's Mountain View called timeout, or Borah did. I think Borah called timeout to say, but they want to get the ball back with 32 seconds to go here in the first half, and maybe get a chance to do something. I'm not sure. But down 30-7, it's almost time to let the clock run out and go back, regroup, and figure out what maybe you could do here in the second half to change this thing and turn it around. Again, just want to thank all of our sponsors. Our national sponsors, of course, Toyota, Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative. And also today, College of Western Idaho, Ultimate Heating and Air, Big Judd's, Jonah Jecka with Pacific Residential Mortgage, Metro Appraisals, and our newest sponsor for 5A SIC football, DL Evans Bank. 4th down. And right now, it looks like Dawson Wall not going to punt it away, but he is the punter. But he's standing in the shotgun. Now he backs off. So you always got to be aware of that. Low snap, picks it up off the ground. Great kick. That's going to take it all the way inside the 5 and bounces quickly through the end zone. It'll be at the 20-yard line with 34 seconds. So they actually changed the clock as well, because before that kick, they had 32 seconds up there. So they put some more time on the clock. And now we got 34 seconds to work with, and I'm not sure what Borah wants to do here. I mean, they're at the 20-yard line, 34 seconds to play. That defensive front of Mountain View has just dominated this game. McCurdy comes out there. He's got Rushton as his running back to his right. Toth and Bolt to the right. And he hands it off. That's what you want to do. Parker Rushton. And Parker Rushton may have fumbled it. Mountain View picks it up. Let's see what happened. I think it was down by contact. But, boy, I tell you what, they picked it up. So the clock is running with 23 seconds to go. Officials very calm about it. You know, Mountain View picked it up like they got it, and they're ready to run it in. And the officials just saying, no, he was down by contact. Bring the ball back, son. And we will put it down at the 21-yard line, and we will run this clock out. So 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Borah's not going to run another play. It is halftime here at Donald Larson Park on what has turned out to be a sunny Saturday morning here in downtown Boise. Boy, you can see Bogus Basin. It's crystal clear. It was a foggy morning, but it is nice now with the sun shining brightly. 30-7 in favor of Mountain View. Mountain View apparently on their way to a 3-0 start after last year's 0-3 start. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
We're at halftime here at Donald Larson Park on a Saturday morning, 5A SIC football action. Wayne Dezou back with you here on IdahoSports.com. Borah Lion Band at the field getting ready to perform here as their team is down 30-7. It's been all Mountain View. Mountain View's defensive front just way too much for the Borah Lions to handle here this morning. I guess for afternoon now, so I can, it started early this morning, but now we're into the afternoon, so we'll see how we go. Rare game. They didn't play this game last night because Boise State was playing UTEP across the street and parking and all that kind of stuff going on. Makes it kind of crazy to have a game, so they moved it to Saturday morning. And, we're happy to be here covering it. What I like right this year is that we have been able to cover a lot of 5A SIC action. We're going to continue. We got 2 more games for you next week, one Thursday night, one Friday night. And so I have a lot of fun. A lot of fun action. Of course, we had one last night for you, and that was that Rocky Mountain Eagle game. Clay Hatfield brought that to you, and Rocky Mountain won that one over Eagle, 48-28. And of course, Rocky Mountain bouncing back from that 26-20 loss to Mountain View a week ago. And then on Thursday night of last week, or this week actually, last Thursday night, I called that Skyview win over Boise, 31-24. Skyview won that ball game. You know what was really interesting finish in that game was 31-17, and then Boise scored, then tried an onside kick and recovered it, and had every opportunity really to make it a tie ball game in the closing seconds, but it didn't happen. But for Skyview, what a great Hawks off to a 3-0 start. What a great start to their year, and head coach David Young picking up win number 100 in his 19 years at Skyview. So congratulations to Coach Young. And, of course, next week, Thursday night, Friday night, we'll be doing 5A SIC games. They're audio only, but you know what? It allows us to be right there, doing the 5A SIC action and keeping you posted all year long. And it's been really crazy. It's been really up and down. And don't forget, I got a podcast that I do with Brandon Bainey. We recorded on Tuesday, and so from Tuesday evening on, it's available. So look for it on IdahoSports.com, our podcast dealing with 5A SIC, 4A SIC action. And speaking of 4A SIC action, Emmett over BK last night, 21-0. Napa beat Ridgeview 35-7. Napa finally getting in the win column. They were my dark horse. They were 6-3 last year, and I really thought they'd get off to a great start. Hasn't happened, but they did register a win last night. Valley View beat Columbia 42-20. And Middleton over Caldwell 70-16. It has been all Mountain View today. It started Wall to Sotomayor, 7-0 Mountain View. McCurdy to Toth for a 76-yard touchdown pass for Borah. That tied it up at 7-all. And after that, it's just been 23 straight points, 23-0 run here for the Mountain View Mavericks, including a safety, and then they had a kickoff. And like I said, the worst field position that Mountain View had until the last time they got the ball at about the 21 was midfield. And it has been one of those games where, for the most part of that first half, Mountain View played only a 50-yard game. That's all they had to worry about. They were right there. So Mountain View got to hand it to them. They started the year by beating Meridian 14-13. And then they beat Rocky Mountain at Rocky Mountain 26-20. That Meridian game, it could have gone either way. Meridian, Eli Arsenault had a 33-yard field goal attempt. At the end of the game, he had plenty of leg. He just pulled a little bit left, and he kicked it from the right hash mark or the left hash mark with a right-footed kicker. Had he been in the middle of the field, I think he would have made it. Could have turned this whole season around, but it didn't. And so Meridian, with the win, with the loss, and Mountain View got that win, and then, of course, went on to really surprise Rocky Mountain at Rocky Mountain. I don't think Rocky Mountain expected that to happen. And Rocky Mountain showed that they were upset because they came back and really pasted Eagle last night by 20 points. So Mountain View off to a 2-0 start and well on their way. They're actually off to a 2.5-0 start because they're well on their way here with a 30-7 lead at halftime. You know what? We'll take another break here at Donald Larson Park. We'll come back with more of the second half right here on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Welcome back to a Saturday morning presentation of 5A SIC football right here on IdahoSports.com. This is an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, Game Morning, Game Afternoon. We got it all for you, presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valleywide Cooperative. Also like to thank our local advertisers today, College of Western Idaho, Ultimate Heating and Air, Big Judd's, great burgers there, folks. Donut Checka with Pacific Residential Mortgage and Metro Appraisals, and want to welcome D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, community banking for Idaho and Utah, our newest sponsor of 5A SIC football. Don't forget, check out my podcast during the week. Brandon Bainey and I, we work overtime to get that puppy done, and we have it on for you. We record it Tuesdays usually, and then about Tuesday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, it is ready to rock and roll. And we'll tell you everything that's going on in 5A and 4A SIC action. A lot of podcasts. In fact, this year, all of the podcasts on IdahoSports.com are regionalized, okay? So you can see one if you really care about Eastern Idaho, if you care about what's going on in Coeur d'Alene, Lewiston, all those games. We got a guy right up there that does it for you. Southeast Idaho. We got, the Twin Falls area. Here in the Southwest, Logan Green, I know, I do 5A and 4A, and then he kind of takes care of all the 3A, 2A, 1A and schools. And then we've got 8-man covered. I think Paul Kingsbury and Brandon Bainey do the 8-man here. And, of course, and then you got Logan doing that others. So, we've got them all covered. And anything you want to know, you can just go from one podcast to the other and find out what's going on from the experts right here at IdahoSports.com. We'll keep you posted. That's a lot of fun. Again, our two webcast sponsors tonight, Big Judd's. Bob's Bicycles. And Big Judge, you may recall, they're featured on Man vs. Food and 101 tastiest places to chow down. Big Judge, certainly one of the most nice. And, folks, if you can finish it in less than 30 minutes, you'll get your picture on the Wall of Fame. So stop in, say hello. They're at 3030 East Overland. That's right around the Majestic Theater area in Meridian. Don't forget to check them out online at BigJudge.com. Big Judge in Meridian, proud to support student athletes. And if you need a bicycle, it's getting that time again. Christmas is coming up. Yeah, before you know it, we'll be talking Christmas. Yeah, that's scary. Bob's Bicycles on Fairview and Boise is family-owned. They have been since 1979. And their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX cruisers, and cover bikes, well, it's second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on that showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, accessories, and clothing to fit your needs, and they've got in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. Stop in, say hi to Vern. I know it's confusing. It's Vern right there at Bob's Bicycles, but they've been serving Idaho for more than 40 years. And again, like Big Judge, they are proud to support Idaho student athletes, and we couldn't do it without them. And if you'd like to be a webcast sponsor for 5A SIC, or if you want to just sponsor a school, we've got on our website, we've got individual school locations. You can put your banner there, and you can contact me at Wayne at IdahoSports.com. And I will be glad to take care of you, tell you what the cost is, how you can do it, how you can support them. Got a lot of fine sponsors. So if you're, like, for instance, if you're a Borah sponsor, certainly you could put your banner on the Borah website, and we'll have it right there for you. If you're a Mountain View sponsor or a Mountain View fan, we can do the same for you. No matter what your school, I guarantee you, I got a banner for you. All right, the teams are back. We're getting ready to go for this third period. Again, the Borah Lions in their yellow pants, green jerseys with their yellow numerals and yellow helmets. And across the way, Mountain View all decked out in white today. And I'll tell you what's funny is that it's almost harder doing a game. And they've got those white uniforms. Their numbers are a little shiny, and that's great at night because they shine in the lights. But here in the sun, it's really funky. It's really kind of a different look. But anyway, Mountain View all out to a 30-7 lead, looking to go 3-0. And we'll see what they can do here in the second half. Borah Lions will get the football to start the second half. And we'll see if they can move it. They've had one great big play, and that's pretty much all the offense they had. McCurdy all the way out to Brady Toth, who caught it and took it down the sideline, 76 yards for a touchdown. But so far it's the only offense they've had. Everything else they've tried, they really have not been able to move the ball with any consistency. See what they can do. Kind of cool yesterday. I don't know if you just caught it or not, but they had a big cross-country meet over in Idaho Falls, and it was right here on IdahoSports.com. I was busy doing some Boise State pregame, getting ready for that UTEP game, and I didn't have a chance to catch it, but I saw it when I went online, and I said, wow, that's kind of cool, covering cross-country. We cover it all here at IdahoSports.com. All right, so the Borah Lions will go deep to receive this. They're going to send Trace Freeman back there along with Brady Toth. And Mountain View will kick it off. Mountain View kicker is Mason Labra. So here we go. Labra puts a foot into it. It's a low squibber. It's going to come to Freeman at about the 15-yard line. He picks it up, cuts it back in the middle, and is met there by 5 white jerseys, maybe 6, could be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. He cut back up the middle, and for some reason it was like boom. All the defense was right there. But still, Borah has it at their own 25-yard line to start this third period, down 30-7. They need some kind of a drive here. They need points, surely, but they need to really just keep the ball a little bit away from Mountain View, move it down the field, see what they can do. Corbin McCarney, he's a junior, 6'3", 180 pounds. He's in there at running back, at quarterback, Nelson in at running back. And McCarney back to pass, throws it on the flat, has Aiden Bolt. Bolt drops it. Bolt started to run before he caught it, and that's pretty much a microcosm of what's happening here today. Borah Lions do not seem ready to play. They came in here, and I said that Mountain View had a little more zip. Now, I'm going to be honest, Mountain View probably is the better team. But if you're going to upset the better team, you got to have some zip in your get-go, and I don't think Borah came with that today. McCarty back to pass. Over the middle, caught by Toth. 5-yard gain. Out to the, let's see what they give him. Maybe they give him a little better than that. Nope, 5-yard gain right to the 30. So I was right. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. But overall, it just seems like Borah with the hands on hips, kind of in a daydream. And Mountain View came in here on fire. Little pitch out to Freeman. Freeman trying to go left side, nothing doing. He is ripped down. Nice play there by Garrison. Braden Garrison getting out there and making the stop for a big loss. And it's going to be 4th down and 7. So the Borah Lions facing that 4th and 7. And right now they're going to send Brandon Armstrong out there to kick it away. Armstrong will be standing at about his 16-yard line. Let's see if they bring any pressure. And they don't. The kick is short. It's almost backwards. It's going back. When it hits the ground, it's going to take a big back hop, and it would have had it not hit Haley in the chest for Borah. So Jacob Haley was right there. You could just see the ball was going. It was kind of a backwards movement. It was just, when it hit the ground, you knew it was going to take a great big Mountain View hop. And remember what I talked about all first half? Mountain View is playing on the Borah side of the field, and they're doing it again. The ball's going to be at the 44-yard line of Borah. I mean, really, they have not had to work for this, Mountain View. Yeah, they've had to work for it, but they have had great field position. They haven't had to go the distance. So Quintez Evans is in there at running back. Play action fake to him. Wall going deep down the sidelines. Has a man open. Caught. And that is Flatton, who catches it inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. And just like that, Grayson Flatton has his team 1st and goal to go from the 9-yard line. How about that? Handoff to Evans up the middle. Evans weaves his way into the end zone. Almost untouched. Too easy. Boy, I tell you what, Mountain View is just tacking it on here. (36-7). 2 plays, 44 yards. Wow. And if the Borah crowd was quiet, they're dead silent right now. Extra point attempt coming up. And it hits the left upright, but it goes through. Everything is going Mountain View's way. It hit the left upright. Instead of dropping down, it went through to make it 37-7, a 30-point game early in the 3rd period, just like that. So Borah, 3 and out. And we talked about Borah needing some kind of a drive to get things going, and that didn't happen. And then basically a 2-play, 44-yard touchdown drive with Quintez Evans scoring. From 10 yards out. And 37-7 is now the new score that we have. So once again, here comes Mountain View out to kick it away. Mason Labra will kick it away. You got Freeman and Doth deep to receive. Same thing as we had really about 2 minutes ago. Here comes again a little squib kick. Freeman scoops it up at the 17, cuts it back. Now he's going to try to go wide side, losing ground. And he gets out to the 21-yard line. And Freeman, instead of going straight up and down the field, decided to make something big happen and go sideline to sideline, and he gave up about 5 yards. It doesn't matter, though. It's at the 22, so not bad field position, as the squib kick allowed Borah to get it at the 17, but probably if Freeman had gone straight ahead, he could have been at the 30. They're giving up about 8 yards to try to make something big happen, and I'm not going to blame him for that. So here come the Borah Lions. Javon Nelson, the running back. McCurdy doesn't even look at him, throws it out in the flat. It is complete there to Jacob Haley for a short gain. Haley out of bounds at about the 27. So pick up 5. It'll be second down and 5. Nothing wrong with 5 yards on first down if Borah can consistently, sustain that. McCurdy looking over at the bench, taking their time. Borah just letting the clock run here. They're using all the play clock. McCurdy over the middle, caught. That's close to a first down. Nice reception there by Luke Darrow. So Darrow with the first down. He needed 5, got 7. And they'll put it at the 34-yard line. You got Nelson wide to the left. So you got 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. McCurdy, hook out. McCurdy's going to get hit. He's going to get sacked. You could see that coming. They had the corner blitz coming. And, man, nothing there. McCurdy didn't see it till it was too late. Yowzer. Loss all the way back inside the 30 to the 27-yard line to be second down and about 18. Just coming from the blind side. And making that play, by the way, was Garrison. Braden Garrison, number 8. Fake up the middle. Another little pass across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So the quick passing game, this one to Brady Toth. Gets the loss on the sack, but now it's going to be third down and 11. So they gained most of it back. But third down and 11. And again, if you're Borah, you just want to continue to move the ball a little bit, maintain some possession. Big play here. McCurdy back to pass, throws it over the middle. Toth, great catch at the 43, falls forward to the 45, just enough for a first down. A 12-yard gain for Brady Toth and company, and Borah has the first down at the 45-yard line. That's what they needed. Just keep the ball moving it. Keep it away from Mount View. It's a 30-point game. It's probably no question who's going to win this one today. But Borah's got to learn some things. They're 0-2. They got to kind of figure it out. It's a tough team to figure things out against. McCurdy back to pass. Pulls it in. Getting tackled in the backfield. He's going to lose a whole bunch all the way back to the 35-yard line. Loss of 10 yards. It'll be second down and 20. And more importantly, it's McCurdy getting up real slow. He was really shook up. He's on his feet, but now on the sideline, he is down. So McCurdy got shook up. And that means probably Trace Freeman's going to have to come in at quarterback as they look at McCurdy on the sideline. So it's one of these games you can take the loss, but you can't lose a player like McCurdy. He's too important. He does have an arm. Right now, the big difference in this ball game is in the trenches, folks. I will tell you this, that the offensive line of Borah cannot handle the defensive front of the Mountain View Mavericks. And on the other side of the coin, Mountain View just basically better on offense than Borah is on defense. So here we go. This is going to mean that Trace Freeman will come in at quarterback because McCurdy is up. I think he may have fallen on the ball. And if you've ever done that, if you've ever played football, and that ball, the turf, come between you and your stomach, wow. You lose your breath and it feels like you're about dead. The keeper up the middle after the fake to Nelson, nothing there. And again, that defense is just something else again. That time making the play was Garrett McKenna. McKenna, number 42, just came in there and really stopped that before anything could happen. So it's 3rd down and 20. They got to take it all the way out to the 45-yard line of Mountain View to get the first down. It's at the 36. Back to pass. Looking. Ball hit. They try to intercept it. Incomplete. Good dive there to try to make the play by Max Miley, but he couldn't quite come up with it. And the officials right there making a call incomplete. So 4th down and 19. And Borah, once again, as they've done so many times today, will send Brandon Armstrong out there to kick it away. Quintez Evans deep to receive it, but the last couple of punts have not even come close to getting there. Armstrong. The kick, this one a little bit better. Evans comes up, takes it at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. At the 45, cuts back inside again to the 42-yard line. And once again, with a great punt return by Quintez Evans, Mountain View has great field position on the Borah side of the field at the 42-yard line. Clock is running. Well, it's not running right now, but 5:41 to go here in the 3rd period. I'm going to check the temperature. I haven't, it was 55 degrees this morning when I got up. See what it is here. No, okay, it's 66 degrees and sunny. Is that football weather or what? Big old limousine going by on the road behind us. Yeah. Wonder who's having a party today. Here we go. Right now it's Mountain View's party. Slocum around the right side. Dallas Slocum inside the 40. Down to about the 36-yard line. Pickup of at least 5. Second down and 5. That's the first time on first down in a while that they've gone with a run. Wall carries it. Wall pitches it out at the last second. I thought Wall was tackled, and while he had a defender on him, he pitched it out to Dallas Slocum. Slocum gets a couple of more yards, but it's going to be 3rd down and 3. You know, Wall's a big kid. We don't talk about him too much about his size, but he's 6'4", 185 pounds. He's tough to bring down. 3rd down and 3. Couple of runs. 2 receivers to the near side. You got to believe Wall's going to be flinging it this time. Low snap gets it to Slocum. Slocum breaks it. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Slocum, just like that, with a 35-yard touchdown run. You know, I thought they were going to pass it. I said he's going to fling it, but they didn't. They handed it off to Slocum. And all of a sudden, it's more points on the board. 43-7 now in favor of Mountain View. As Dallas Slocum just weaved his way, we've got a Borah player down. Big old lineman down for the Borah Lions. They're kind of working on him. Don't know exactly what the situation is, but that's Jovari Beasley. He's right at the 35, which was the original line of scrimmage. And that's where Slocum took off from. So with 4:32 to go here in the 3rd, we're awaiting the extra point. And this could be one of the mercy rules, because if you're up by 35 in the 4th period, the clock will run. So Mountain View definitely going to go to 3-0. And what a difference from a year ago when they were 0-3. And that was pretty much what Judd Benedict talked about all during the offseason. Crowd applauding now as they help Jovari Beasley off the field. always get a kick when you got, your female trainer who's about 5'2", and she's out there helping. I mean, nothing against that. She's out there doing her job, but she's helping, Javari Beasley off the field, who is 305 pounds. Yeah, just lean on me a little bit. It looks like Beasley's walking under his own power. Hopefully he'll be okay. It looks like it's nothing real serious. But they're going to take him to the trainer's table. Meantime, extra point attempt by Labra coming up. Hold is down, kick is up. This time it's good. It was good last time, but last time it was an adventure because it hit the left upright and went through. This time it didn't even mess with the uprights. It went right through the middle. And just like that, add another point. We got a 44-7 ball game here in the third period with 4.5 minutes to go. We will take a timeout. We'll be back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
4.5 to go here in the third period. All Mountain View today. Wayne DeZoo back with you. Another squib kick. Hits it up, man, right in the face. He's got to get on it. That's Aiden Bolt. Hit him right in the face mask and bounced away, and then Bolt had a dive on it. But it's been all Mountain View. Mountain View just coming out strong here. We had a 7-7 ball game. Looked like it could go back and forth. The only offense that Borah has had today was that 76-yard touchdown pass, McCurdy to Toth. And let's see if McCurdy's going to get back in the ball game. McCurdy was shook up the last time, but I think he just fell on the ball and had the wind knocked out of him, and he's coming back, so that's good news. Jacob Haley back there with him as a running back. Now he goes out and sets out there as a wide receiver to the left, so Javon Nelson is his running back to his right. 3 receivers to the near side on first down and 10. McCurdy rolling to his right, looking, throws out to Bolt. Bolt catches it, makes a tackler miss, makes another tackler miss out to the 35-yard line. 12-yard pickup, first down for the Borah Lions. .36-yard line. Again, the mercy rule will be in effect if nothing changes here going into the fourth and final stanza. 44-7, 35 points is the rule. If it's a 35-point lead in the fourth period, it's a running clock. McCurdy back to pass, looks over the middle, throws to Bolt again. Bolt found a seam. He's got another 12-yard gain, another first down across the 45, all the way out to the 48-yard line. Haven't checked how many substitutions that Mountain View has made on defense, but they've been making a few. But I see some of the normal numbers are still there, so I still think you got a few 2s mixed in with the 1s. McCurdy looking for the bubble screen. It's not there. He didn't have a man there, and so he just kind of threw it to an open spot. Kind of a dangerous pass, but he threw it there. In fact, Ambiola was trying to get there real quick for Mountain View to pick it off, but somehow his man got caught up in traffic, and so all of a sudden McCurdy was left on an island with nowhere to go, so he just chucked it and got lucky for the incompletion. No harm, no foul. Second down and 10 from the 48. They're doing, and boy, I tell you what, Miley comes up with a big interception there at midfield, takes it all the way back, another 11 yards, and just like that, Mountain View is going to have the ball at the Borah 39-yard line. And let's see if they stick. It looks like a new quarterback is in there. It looks like number 18. Let's check that out if it is. It'll be Justin McGee. So McGee hands it off, and a flag comes at the last second. Ross was the ball carrier. He's the third ball carrier that they've used tonight. So really, it's kind of funny. They used him, they used Slocum and Evans and now Ross. And now McGee's in there, a quarterback, got a couple of flags down. This doesn't look good. It's going to be against Borah, and it's going to give Mountain View a first down as it's a 15-yard penalty. And all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mountain View. Probably a face mask. I didn't see the call. And actually, we didn't get one. But bottom line is that's probably what it was. So McGee handing it off to Ross again. And Ross keeps his feet inside the 15 down to the 12. There was a pileup right there at the exchange. And you know what? But Ross never went down. And it almost looked like McGee still had the ball in his hands while the ball was in the belly of Ross. And everybody was just going forward. And it's a gain of 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 on a play that really was stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. So that's kind of day it's been for the Borah Lions. And Borah had a player come off, needed somebody to come in to help out. They had to wait there. Porter Cousineau coming in. He's 6'6", 315 pounds. So, the Borah Lions have got some size to them. But so far today, it's just been this offensive front of Mountain View handling that. We've still got officials. I think, they got a player down on the sideline. I can't see him, so they're working. Even though he's on the sideline, the officials are kind of letting him work on him for a minute because he's right there by the sideline marker. I didn't see him because all the players are kind of right there, and you've got some staff there. Couldn't get a number, but it's a Borah player that they're working on. And so at this point, they're just kind of hanging in there and not running the play. I was wondering what the delay was, but just could not see the player. It's one of the Borah linemen, and that's why they brought Cousineau in. Clock is stopped with 1:49 to go here in the third at Donald Larson Park. And again, the player is on the sideline. He's off the field. But the officials have chosen to allow this timeout to go for whatever reason. And I can't really see the player because there's too many people in front of him. He's on his knees, just kind of hanging there. So he's up. It's Ethan Herbert, number 56. I can see him now, and they're just kind of waiting for it. So I think whatever it is, the officials feel like the attention to him is more important than playing the play right now. So let's do this. Let's take a quick little break, and we'll come back in a minute.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Welcome back to Donald Larson Park. They're now moving Herbert away from the sideline. He's kind of holding his head, so we're thinking maybe he, you got to think concussion. And that's where they're working. McGee rolling to his right. He's going to tuck it and run on 2nd down and 5. He goes right for the yardstick, and I think he got it. If he did, it's a first down. It'll be a 1st and goal to go for Mountain View. He's right there. No signal from the official yet as to whether it's first down or not. He actually hit the sticks. And let's see what they do. Where do they mark him out of bounds? It looks like he's going to be just short by about a foot. That's why there was no first down signal. So McGee at quarterback. Hands it off to Ross. Ross dancing around. Now goes left side. He's inside the 5, the 4. He's going to head to the end zone, but there's a flag down at the 3-yard line. So Ross makes it in. He tried to go right. Couldn't do there. They couldn't get him down. he kept his feet churning, got to the left, and then just basically sprinted to the corner of the end zone because nobody was there. But let's see, and it's going to be against Mountain View. There had to be a hold down there at the 3-yard line, which will back it up, and there is. Well, that'll back it up outside the 10 to the 14-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and about 4. McGee at quarterback. Dawson Wall had a great night. He's done. And a little jumping. It looks like the lineman may have moved before anybody else for Mountain View. It looks like Isaac Jenke just kind of got a little excited. And I'll back it up 5 more yards. Now you got 3rd down and 9. Got the ball back at the 18-yard line. So got to get it basically down just inside the 10. So let's see what they do here with Justin McGee. McGee back to pass, looking right, throws over his intended receiver. Had a man kind of open there, but I think he got so excited that he overthrew Fisher Clements. Clements a big target at 6'5", 220 pounds, and obviously McGee, all he needed to do was kind of put it up in the air about 3 feet over his head and let him go for it, but he fired it like a fastball. A little bit too much juice there. So now McGee faced with 4th down and 9 from the 18. They will go for it. McGee roll to his right, pitches to Ross, right side. Ross has got the 1st down to about the 8-yard line. That was just a run-pass option. And they get the 1st down on a 4th down and 9. And that's the kind of day it's been for the Borah Lions. 1:07 to go here in the 3rd period. Borah down 44-7. It's just been one of those days. Backup quarterback McGee hands it off to Ross. Ross is going to sprint to his left. He'll make it. He just outran the defense. He stretched it out there, and Ross from 8 yards out, touchdown. And they're in the 50s now. $50-7. The extra point attempt coming. Here comes Labra on. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up. Labra's got quite the leg. Puts it right through the middle. And just like that, you're talking 51-7 here at Donald Larson Park. Hey, folks, I don't know if you've seen them, but they're featured on Man vs. Food and 101 tastiest places to chow down. We're talking about Big Judd's. It's one of the most fun, unique dining experiences in Idaho. Now, they hand make burger patties every day and only use fresh local produce. And, of course, they always, and I mean always, use Idaho potatoes for their famous fresh cut fries. If you're up for a challenge, try the Big Judd's special world-famous 1-pound burger. You get all the fries, the fixings, that big basket of large fries, and if you can finish it in less than 30 minutes, you'll get your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop in, say hello. They're located at 3030 East Overland Road. That's right in that Majestic Theater area in Meridian. And don't forget to check out online at BigJuds.com. Big Judd's in Meridian, proud to support student athletes. All right, once again, Labra will kick it off. Once again, the squib kick comes up to an up back, and he stops it, recovers it, and gives Borah some pretty good field position right there at the 35-yard line. .45 seconds to go here in the 3rd. And again, we'll have a running clock in the 4th period. 51-7 is our score. Mountain View on its way to a 3-0 start after last year's 0-3 start. And, of course, Rocky Mountain, they won last night. They beat Eagle 48-28. So Rocky Mountain, who lost to Mountain View last week, 26-20, back in their winning ways. Rocky Mountain now 2-1, but Mountain View 3-0. And, of course, they're not in the same division. Handoff up the middle. About a yard gain is all. McCurdy to Nelson. And that should be the last play here. The way Borah has been going anyway, they have been showing no hurry to run plays here this morning, or this afternoon now. Well, they will. McCurdy. Play action fake. Throws over the middle. Knocked away and picked off. And I believe that's going to be taken down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Picked off again. And let me get a number. I just did not get a number on that one. That is number 30, but I don't have a number 30 on my list. I just, I thought that's what it was. And then I thought maybe I didn't have the right number, but I do not have a 30 on my roster. So I apologize. So I'm going, that's number 30, but who is it? Well, mystery still. Let me go see. I've got another roster over here that they provided. Sometimes they update them. You get these rosters, and then they update them. Let's see if they got a 30 on here. Nope, no 30 on here either. Oh, well, I'm out of luck. But a big interception, and all of a sudden, here comes Mountain View again with the ball at the 25-yard line. That pass was thrown in a lot of traffic, and it was tipped and intercepted by Mountain View. Ross has it. Ross taking his time, keeping his legs moving. Close it in on the 10-yard line. I think he'll be down at the 11-yard line, and that's going to do it for the third period. So when we come back, it'll be second down and about 6 for the Mountain View Mavericks. They're just outside the Borah 10. They're already up 51-7, looking for more. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, getting ready for the fourth period to play. 51-7 is our score. Mountain View leads it. And when they snap this ball, they should keep that clock a-running. We got illegal procedure just like that against Mountain View. So they'll back it up 5 yards. Well, tough day for the Borah Lions. I mean, they came in here. They had lost to Timberline 49-28, lost to BK 45-19, and now they're giving up 51 points to Mountain View. So 49, 45, and 51 points. Obviously, defense is a real problem for the Borah Lions right now. Ross running to the left side, goes out of bounds inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line, very close to a first down. But as I mentioned, the clock is running. We've got a running clock here in the fourth. It will not stop on out of bounds. It will not stop on timeouts. McGee is the quarterback. Looks over at his bench on 3rd down and 2. After the interception, Ross, the handoff, bounces it outside. He's got an easy road to the end zone. Nobody there. In fact, he only ran half speed. That's pretty sad. He didn't even have to go full speed. He just ran it. It's almost like, what's going on here, So Rouse with his second touchdown back-to-back. And just like that, you tack on 6 more. Extra point attempt. And the extra point is good. So I don't know what you can say about this game. Borah obviously has some work to do this year. They're going to drop to 0-3, and defensively, they've not been able to stop anybody, and that is something that you've got to do in order to stay in the ball game. As far as scoring goes, they scored 28 against Timberline. They scored 19 against BK. So today's offense just hasn't been there with the 7 points. But when you give up 49, 45, and now 58 points in 3 games, that's pretty tough to do. So Mountain View, after an 0-3 start last year, just turned this thing around. Judd Benedict, as we mentioned, looking for his 110th win. And they'll kick it off one more time. Squibb kicked the last 3 times. This time they put a foot into it and into the end zone. It'll be brought back to the 20-yard line. So Labor saying, you know what, I can squib it, but I can also kick it all the way into the end zone, 8 yards deep, and we'll bring it out. I just, sobering note, looked over at the flag, hadn't looked over it today, and I see it at half-mast, and it reminded me it's 9/11. And I saw a little Facebook thing today that said, have we forgotten? And hopefully we have not forgotten. It's 9/11, so if you have a minute today, take a moment and think about it. What about it means to our country? What it means about us? Borah Lions down 58-7. Just trying to kind of put things together here. And got a new quarterback in there. Freeman. Nope, they actually have a new quarterback, not Freeman. They've got Detweiler in there, Jacob Detweiler, who's just a sophomore. So a whole bunch of new players in here, all going, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I set up over here? Okay, is this good? Is my shoe tied? And that's pretty much what they're doing. They're like, deer with the headlights on. Nicholas Call gets the run. And Nicholas Call trying to stay up. And he is brought down across the 20-yard line, about the 21-yard line. So gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down now and 7. Ball out the 23-yard line. Got to get to the 30. So Jacob Detweiler, just a sophomore. He's 6 foot, 160 pounds. Got Call as running back there. He's got 3 receivers to the wide side. Hands it to Call. Call slips 1 tackler and gets it out to the 25. So no matter what, all day long, the big story with Mountain View is that they have gotten through that offensive front, okay? And that time was Van Giesen who got in there. Tanner Van Giesen made the stop in the backfield. Fourth down. And you got to punt it away, don't you? Yep. Here comes the Borah punt team. Brandon Armstrong. Brandon's had a tough time tonight. He's kicked a couple real short, and they've been end over end. And you can tell just by the way they kick them that when they hit, they're going to bounce back towards Borah. They're going to do a checkup. Clock is down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Again, it is running. So we got a running clock here today in this 4th quarter here at Donald Larson Park. This time, great kick. This sends some people back, and I don't know who it is because Evans is not in there. And I forgot to check. And running around and knocked out of bounds is number 28. Good job that time by Tyler Huggins, who is a sophomore. So everybody getting a chance to play here tonight. And Tyler Huggins, number 28, catches it. Nice return of about 11 yards. Let's see what Huggins is. Says Huggins, he's just a sophomore, like I said, 5'10", 145 pounds, soaking wet. Yeah, I tell you what, that's kind of funny. Rylan Elliott came out and they did one of those high fives where you high five chest each other, you know. And I'm like, be careful now. You're 185 pounds, Rylan, you know, and you're jumping up against a 145 pounder. Don't hurt him. I used to hate that, man. When you do something good, sometimes your worst enemy are your own teammates. They come over to congratulate you, and they about kill you. So Mountain View taking a long time offensively to come back out, and we'll see who they have because we have no idea who they will play. Yeah, let's see who they're going to have a quarterback. Oh, they got McGee still there, and Rouse. So really, McGee and Rouse are going to stay the stead and keep it going. And they hand it off to Rouse. Rouse up the middle, goes that left side, and he gets out to the 35-yard line. So pickup of about 3, second down and 7. I'll be with you next Thursday night. For the life of me, I don't have my schedule in front of me, so I don't know. But you can always check out the schedule on IdahoSports.com. Look down that left side. You'll see the game streams scheduled. And then got Mountain View and Eagle coming up on Friday night. I do know that. Mountain View and Eagle. Eagle will be rip-roaring mad after losing to Rocky Mountain 48-28. So we got Mountain View and Eagle on Friday night. I'll be doing that one. Just can't remember the other game. That doesn't surprise me. Rouse, little pitch out, carrying the left side, breaks the tackle, gets the first down, cross midfield, down to the 46-yard line. And Rouse, pretty good-looking running back. So Sia Rouse, pretty good running back. And, there's a flag way back at the 45. Did not see that. And they'll back it up, so forget that run. Clock runs, 3:14 to go. We'll be done here in a heartbeat. They got it down, marked just outside the 35 at the 36-yard line. Third down and 6 for Mountain View. McGee at quarterback, Rouse the running back. They just basically been handing it off to Rouse, just kind of run his clock out. McGee keeps it himself this time, and he goes out of bounds after a pickup close to the first down. All depends where he stepped out. Hard to tell from this angle where he stepped out. And we got another flag down as well. So we got another flag, so the officials are taking this one all the way down, and it's going to be against Mountain View. So right now, Mountain View just kind of, it's like they checked out. I think everybody's pretty much checked out of this ball game. 58-7, 51-point margin right now for Mountain View. And the Borah fans have hung in here. They're staying. But I think a lot of people have checked out mentally on this game. It's been all Mountain View. And the best thing to do is that you kind of, this is where you say, just don't want anybody to get hurt. Don't want anything to happen bad. Just get this game done. And by the time they get this figured out, they're still working the penalty. They said it was against Mountain View. Now they're going the other way. It may have been against Borah. I don't think they know what they're doing. But the clock is running at 1:43. And by the time the official was walking to the east, now he's going back west. Now he's backing up. And now they're having a discussion. Just mark it, guys, because you got a running clock that's down to 90 seconds. And it is against Mountain View. It'll mark him back to the 31-yard line, where they'll have 10 yards and a third down to go. Wow. And now we're down to 1:15, and we haven't run a play. So the officials ran a whole minute and 10 seconds off the clock trying to decide where to mark it after the penalty call. I'm okay with that, though. Ross bouncing it outside, and Ross gets out to the 39-yard line. Short of a first down, but with 50 seconds to go, the clock running, this thing is all but in the books today. And we'll talk about our player of the game coming up in a moment. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. And I think when they set the play clock, I don't even think they have to run another play. What they will do, McGee will take the snap. Now he's in the shotgun, looks over at the sidelines, 27 seconds, and now he backs off. So he will kick it. And McGee. Guess you got to be a quarterback, you got to be a punter, and man, can he kick it. It hit at the 8-yard line and bounced out of bounds, and that's going to do it. There'll be no time to send the offense out there, no time to do anything. These two teams will just start shaking hands here in a moment as the clock is down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done deal. Final score, 58-7 here today. So it's all over a final. We'll take a break, come back with our player of the game, and wrap it up here from Donald Larson Park right after this on IdahoSports.com.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
So there it is, our final score here today from Donald Larson Park. It's all Mountain View winning over Borah, 58-7. Wayne DeZuback back here. I tell you what, it was all Mountain View. Mountain View going to 3-0 on the year, as we mentioned, 0-3 last year, 3-0 this year. Really turned it around, and next week Mountain View is going to play at Eagle, so it's going to be a tough game over there. It'll be interesting to see how they respond. This game moved from a Friday night game because Boise State was hosting UTEP, and they didn't want to have all the traffic down here, so they moved this to an 11 o'clock kickoff this morning. And, Borah had it 7-7, and then it just kind of all turned around. Kind of hard to pick a player of the game, but I'll tell you what, as far as I'm concerned, you got to go the player of the game tonight. No question in my mind is Dominique Sotomayor. The reason is Sotomayor started things off with a touchdown pass, got that done, catching that touchdown pass from Wall. Wall played a good game, no question about it. And then Sotomayor had another 21-yard touchdown pass to make it 30-7. Had a couple of TD receptions today. He was a great target all day long for Wall. Everything was there. So Dominic Sotomayor, IdahoSports.com, player of the game here today at Donna Larson Park. And again, the final score 58. 58-7. And that's going to pretty much do it for us here from Donna Larson Park. I'm working some computer stuff here, learning as I go. Always fun to do. Folks, let me try one more time. Let's see. Did that work? No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Oh, well. That works. There you go. That's all I had to do. I'm just trying to figure out how to get rid of Dominic on there, and I'm doing it on the fly, and I'm getting better every day. Folks, this has been an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Idaho Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Our major sponsors that make coverage on IdahoSports.com possible include your local Toyota dealer, Toyota, Let's Go Places, Valley-Wide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter, Stop Smoking, Start Living. We'd like to thank our local advertisers tonight, of course. They would be the College of Western Idaho, Ultimate Heating and Air, Big Judd's, Donut Checker with Pacific Residential Mortgage, Metro Appraisals, our new sponsor of 5A SIC Football, D.L. Evans Bank. Congratulations again to Dominic Sotomayor, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And we want to thank everybody here at Donna Larson Park, including Vince Mann, the AD from the Borah Lions, for everything. Again, Mountain View all over Borah today, 58-7 is the final. I'm Wayne DeZubak. Thanks for joining us here. Till next time, we'll see you next time on IdahoSports.com. So long, everybody.